So, my good friend Nate, as well as many other people, recommend a lot of different anime and shows to me. And well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start watching some of these. I'm going to pick 3 shows that Nate has recommended to me. And I'm going to do a quick review of the first episode of each one. So, here we go. All right, No Game, No Life. Basically, this is kind of like an isekai where it's two siblings, Soro and Shiro, and they're genius video game players, basically undefeated, and they kind of get isekai'd into a new world after being challenged to a chess game that they win. And in this world, everything has to do with games. Violence is not allowed. Every single conflict has to be solved through some sort of game. And they immediately start kicking butt in the new world because between the two of them, they're basically geniuses. I think this is a good anime recommendation. I'll probably watch more of it. All right. So, China, Illinois, first episode. Essentially, Ronald Reagan has time travel powers, and he's going throughout time to mess with, presumably, the main character, Professor Steve Smith, not the one from American Dad. This is pretty funny. It's peak Adult Swim. Basically, Ronald Reagan is a time traveling bad guy. He just goes throughout time doing anything he wants, and then they have a big fight scene at the end, and then an alternate reality version of them like become peaceful and get rid of Hitler, and then somehow it causes the end of the world, so then they have to go back in time and make sure that they actually just fight instead of like coming to peace. And it's peak Adult Swim. Like, it's funny. It's like kind of Rick and Morty, but before Rick and Morty was a thing, I think. Chaika, the Coffin Princess. All right, first episode. It was pretty good. Basically, it starts with this character, Toru. He's in the forest looking for food, doing his thing. He meets this girl that's carrying a coffin. I assume that's Chaika. And she doesn't speak good English or good language or whatever. They come across a unicorn, and in this universe, unicorns are really scary and really dangerous. Long story short, she kills it with the help of Taru. She hires Taru and his sister to go steal something from the local hero, warlord guy, whatever he was. And then it ends on a really big cliffhanger. And I'm very interested to watch more of this show. All right, I watched all 3 shows. Here's my reviews. No Game, No Life. Super interesting concept. I always like an isekai or isekai adjacent in this case. The first episode wasn't super compelling. I will probably watch a couple more to see if I want to finish the show. For now, I'm going to rate it as a 5 out of 10. China, Illinois. I know technically not an anime, but this is a Adult Swim cartoon. I thought it was really funny. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I will probably finish the season. And then finally, Coffin Princess, I'm going to give a 10 out of 10. I like fantasy anime, and it ended on such a cliffhanger that I gotta know what happens next. Alright guys, that's it for the Nate recommended anime. If you like this video, like and subscribe. If you guys have any anime suggestions for me to watch and review, comment below. Do your thing.